Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Gran, can you say something?
Hello.
Right, hey everyone, welcome to Max Whip. Something a little bit different today. This is my granddad. We're taking the necessary COVID precautions and we're going to go through his entire car history today. I don't really know much about kind of last century cars. I'm more about modern cars, so it'll be interesting to go through it. And he's got quite a, what would you say? Quite a big past of car history, really, haven't you? Including lorries. So, okay. When were you born? Let's start there.
1933.
1933. And when was your first car? How old were you?
Well, I didn't actually have one. It was one that my dad left in the garage. He bought it
Yeah.
and he didn't like it.
Yeah.
And he left it in the garage and he had another one.
Yeah.
And it was an Alvis.
Elvis?
Yeah.
No idea.
And it must have been about 1938, 39, something like that.
What was the model?
I have no idea. It was a 20.
Oh my gosh.
It had got foot
It
plates.
was all bonnet
It had got foot plates.
and just a little body.
Yeah.
Massive bonnet.
And
Yeah.
the doors open the opposite way today.
Right, okay. I think I've got one on, because what I'm going to do as well, as we're talking about them, I'm going to get these on screen so people can see what we're talking about. Bloody hell. Big old wheels and big wheel arches.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. God, you were rich, weren't you?
We know.
In the 30s. So how old were you when you
It
had
was
that
an
one?
old one.
About seven.
Pardon?
How old were you? 17, 18?
Well, 18 then, yeah.
Yeah.
He met me when he was 18, and then when his dad was in a good mood, he borrowed the car.
Ah, you two went cruising in this, did you? Okay, car number 2 then.
Car number 2.
Yeah.
I went in between this. I went in the army
Right.
for 2 years,
Yeah.
national service,
Yeah.
and then we got married,
Yeah.
which we never had a car, and then I bought a Morris 10.
10.
That'd be about. It'd be a
I thought you had the
30s car.
utility.
Oh. You know, they look like the, they look a bit like the Model T Fords, don't they? You know, like the original American ones. Yeah,
The utility.
No, leave that. That was after,
right.
and I didn't have that long.
Yeah. What?
And we had an MG,
What colour was the Morris 10?
or black,
Black. What engine?
10 horsepower.
10 horsepower. What
Yeah.
what litre?
1.
1 litre? Bloody hell. To be fair, I started with a 1.1 as well in that 106. Okay. Then you had an MG.
MG, a green one. A sport.
1930 or 1940.
Something like that, yeah.
Around £15, wasn't it? Huh?
£15.
I think we paid about £15 for that one, didn't
Oh, we
we?
swapped it for the Morris 10
Oh my god.
and paid a bit more money.
Yeah. What was a bit more money back then? £1 or £2?
£30 I paid for the Morris 10. I wanted a Morris 8, but they wanted £40 and I haven't got £40.
So after you had the MG, what did you go on to then?
Well, we hadn't got a car for a bit after that, and we had a utility what my dad had bought. That was a Morris,
He had a bike.
Morris.
and it had been converted from a little truck
Oh yeah.
into a body shape, you know,
Yeah.
windows all round.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, they're cool. They are. They look like.
A Jeep.
Did it have the grill?
It was ex-army,
Right. Okay.
but somebody had had it and,
Yeah.
and converted it into a car light, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got you. Did it have a big grill at the bottom like that, or did it have a big vertical one in the middle? Can you remember? Because I've got 2 up here.
Can I have it?
Yeah, possibly. So I'll get one. This is a green one. Green one with a grill across there.
Oh no, not
No?
them time. No, they're
Okay.
much later. They are.
Right, okay. Yeah, that says, you're right, that says 1957. So what year was this in?
It'd be, well, it probably were made in 39 for the war.
There you go, yeah. This is a Morris 8 Coupe Utility. So that's one, with a big grille at the front and big separate lights either side.
Yeah, that's the one.
Nice, okay.
Yeah.
Morris 8 Utility. I'm noting these down as we go as well. How much was that, Grandad?
I didn't, my dad gave it me,
Oh, nice.
because he bought my brother a Vauxhall.
Right, okay. Lily will be glad to hear that. Right, what did you go on to from there?
He bought me a little Hillman, a little fawn Hillman 10.
10. Oh, I've got two options then. Is it one of those still looking like a... I've got two options here.
Hillman Minx it was.
Hillman Minx. Got you. Right, you're starting to look a bit more modern now, aren't you?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Something. This is a... That's... Big wheel arches still. Big grille at the front going up right.
Yes, I think, yeah, it's very similar to that, yeah.
Yeah, it looks a bit like the... looked a bit like the Morris.
Yeah.
The Morris 10. Or was it more car-like?
Yeah.
Because there's one here. Hang on, let me get it up. There's one here that looks a bit like that.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. Big wide grille at the front.
I think that's the one, anyway.
Hillman. When did they go out of production?
Pardon?
When did Hillman stop making cars?
Ooh, no, it was Roots Group, not until probably the 60s, 70s.
Okay. So did you buy that one?
My dad bought it, me.
Nice.
We never bought
It
one.
was second hand.
Nice. Hillman Minx 10. They were going a bit more boxy here again, weren't they? It was like the back end and then you had a little bit for the trunk at the back.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, got you. I bet they were quite big inside, these.
Oh, it's quite a nice car, weren't they? That little Hillman Minx.
That's a side one, that is.
The light blue one.
That's the light green one, that is.
That's it on, yeah.
Got you. How much would they have set you back?
My dad bought it me.
So you don't know.
I would say there was about 600.
£600. Ah, 600. How old were you at that point?
1958.
So, 25, sorry.
Yeah,
25 years old.
that's it, yeah.
Was that kind of usual to have a 25-year-old in a car like that? Or were you kind of...
Well, no, not really, I don't suppose. So it was...
quite rare?
There aren't many cars about, really.
Yeah. But he had, obviously...
I mean, we had that one for about 4 years,
Yeah.
and I'd done 20,000 miles in it.
That's decent, isn't it? 5,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's pretty good going, because I can't imagine it's like you were travelling too much for work.
No, it was, I only went down to work with it, yeah, and Gran was at work then,
Right, okay.
and I used to fetch her from work.
Hmm.
We went on as holidays with it. I had a tow bar put on it, and I had a caravan,
Oh, right.
which frightened your Gran to death.
Why was it snaking?
No, we was coming down an hill in Wales,
Yeah.
and it jumped out of gear.
He's cruising in neutral.
Yeah.
Mad.
And it was a hill.
Yeah.
It was a bloody flight mine.
I did put it back into gear and hold it in.
Yeah, yeah.
And we'd got a 3-month baby in the back.
Oh, Gary. Were you screaming? Not close. Hang on.
I had to change my pants.
Then what did you have?
A Singer Vogue,
Oh,
brand
yeah.
spanker,
Yeah.
£1,000 that was.
Oof. You've shown me this one before. I actually really like these cars.
Yeah, this is.
Singer Vogue. What year? Can you remember?
What would it be, about 1962?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Did you have the estate or the...
The estate, yeah.
Did you? God, you know what they look like? You know the big American Chevrolet type cars, the ones that were really long back in the day as well. God, you got the advert for it here. The new Singer Vogue estate car, and you've got a man on a horse next to it. I can read the writing.
You never bought them though, you didn't buy that,
No,
your dad bought that.
Dad bought it.
He fell out with your brother, so you got.
He did, yeah.
He fell out with his brother, his dad did. So
And
he got the prize.
Oh, you did? You benefited from their argument?
Yeah, he took the Hillman in and I come out with that.
And then we never bought any, did we?
What,
Not then, no.
I should tell Mum and Dad about this.
Well, the business was doing well then.
Right, okay.
Huh?
The business was doing very well then.
What colour Vogue did you have, Grandad?
Green.
Green. Try and find it. In green. Like a pale green type thing, was it?
No.
Or
No,
deep
no.
green.
Deep green, yeah.
Oh, here's one. White wheels. White
Yes,
wheels.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Ooh, it's one like that. That's at a harbour. So you've got the car there and some boats
That's
behind
the
it.
one, that's it.
And lovely that is. I've
It is.
always liked white wheeled
It was
cars.
a beautiful car, but
Can I have a look, Grant?
That was it.
Is that you?
Yeah.
I think
I'm
it
not
was like
on that, am I?
at that
No,
time.
no, the camera's pointing this way.
At that time, cars was booming.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
BMC cars and all that. You know,
Yeah.
and that was a Singer. Well, that was still a Roots group.
Roots. I'm going to type that in. ROOTES.
And well, I think it must have been a Friday night job.
Yeah. What does that mean?
What does that mean? It was no bloody good.
Oh, was it not? Oh, I see what you mean. They wanted to get off quickly, did they? Kept breaking down.
Well, I only had it a fortnight and the clutch went on.
Oh, bloody hell.
And the oil pressure was never any good on it.
Yeah. Did these have was it they all manuals?
Yeah.
With a
yeah.
with a clutch pedal?
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just trying to get on.
Yeah, automatic had to come in then.
Yeah. Just humour me. Indicators?
No, I don't think
No
so.
indicators. Brake lights?
Yeah, you got brake lights.
Yeah, you got front lights. Right, okay. I think that looks great, you know.
Pardon?
I think that looks great. That's my favourite one so far. Right, so how long did you have that for then?
I think I kept it. What would it be when I've had it? 62. 63. About 5 years.
Right, okay. Yeah. Then what did you
I
get?
mean, that wasn't the only thing that was wrong with that. The butcher backed into it in the yard
You told me that.
with his van.
Yeah. Oh!
The lorry backed into it and knocked the back window out. So it was a bit of a bad luck car, you know.
Yeah. You actually said, you know, the trouble I've had the S5 with the S5? With like having bad luck with the S5. You said you compared it to this one. You said it's more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah.
There was something else that happened with this one, like something leaked in the back seat, didn't it?
I went to fetch some cylinders, fire
Oh, extinguishers.
extinguishers,
Yeah.
from off Ashburn Road. And one fell over in the car and it filled the car with foam.
That's great. Right, so what did you do with that one? Scrap it or did you sell it?
No, I sold it to Brown's on Taller Street.
Mm-hmm.
And I come out with a A Ford Zodiac.
So this would have been about 1967, something like that.
Yeah, it might have been, well, yeah.
Might have been a bit before that.
No.
No. Saloon type thing.
Saloon, yeah,
Yeah.
it was an ex-police car.
Ah, what colour?
Black.
Black. Yeah.
With all the luxuries you could find in a car.
Yeah. Had something sticking off the bonnet at the end, like a badge.
Oh. Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
They were all
It
a
had
full seat,
everything
weren't they,
in
as
it,
well?
yeah.
Were they a full seat?
Full- Looks like that, Gran. Yeah. Big old headlights, big chrome bumper.
Yeah. So that's the first time I went to Pontins, wasn't it? We had that.
Pontins. It
The first time.
looks like it has a radio aerial.
Aerial,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did they all have radios, these ones?
No.
Is that the first one then?
Yeah, I think it was.
Nice, that is. Right, okay. What did you go to after that?
I went for and I'm not sure what it was, but they took the place of the Zodiac.
Yeah.
It was square.
Ford. Okay. Let's have a look.
That would probably be somewhere around the 70s.
Not the Zephyr.
Zephyr, that was it. Oh, no.
But
No, I don't think it was a Zephyr.
no.
They come straight after the Zodiac. They took the place of the Zodiac. They got a V6 engine.
Ooh. What litre?
Oh, like I say, I'm not sure.
The console? Console?
No, bigger than the console. They was next to the Zodiac.
Yeah.
They changed all the names up.
Yeah, the Zephyr replaced the console apparently. I'm trying to look what replaced the Zodiac. God, they had a lot of the went up to Mark IV, the Ford Zodiac. It must have been quite popular. Right, we'll have to leave that one. You had something after the Zodiac, but we're not sure 100%.
And then they had
what.
another one after that, the same, you see.
Oh, two of the ones that came after?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have a look. Find them. Can you remember, Gran?
No, I just got in them.
Which was the best?
We had a fawn one, and then we had a white one.
Yeah, okay, so the Ford Zephyr was an executive car that was manufactured by Ford of Britain from 1950 to 1972. Its luxury variant was the Ford Zodiac and the Ford Executive. Granada?
No, I don't think it was a...
You had the European Ford Granada is a large executive car manufactured.
I had a Granada. I had a Granada Ghia.
What was that red one?
You got here, it says, the Executive was an upmarket version and had the highest spec. Automatic transmission.
Can I have a look at that? Have I got a photo?
The Executive.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a blue one. It looks very similar to the one we've just looked at. This is at a car show, so there's a bit of stuff behind it. But there's a light blue one right in front.
Yeah, that's the one.
Executive.
Yeah, I had two of them.
Two of them. You've got your wing mirrors on the bonnet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Ford Executive. I had two of them, so you like them.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know. There was Fords. There was trouble.
Were they?
Yeah. There used to that V6 used to blow head gaskets.
Right.
And what did we have after that? That was Triumph. It was 250 S.
Ooh, I like that.
Well, we had a cream one.
Cream.
Cream.
Yeah.
And then we had a red one.
An estate or a saloon?
Saloon.
Saloon. And then you had a red one. That's the one you were talking about, Gran.
Yeah, red one.
Right, this one's in a field. It's not that close, but
Yeah, that's the one. That's a creamy one.
yeah.
Yeah, well, the red one, it was an S, and it was it had got alley wheels on
Yeah.
and all the gear like.
And red. How much were those?
I haven't got a clue, I bought them second hand.
Right, okay. How much did you pay? If you can remember. I know I'm making you go back now, I'm just interested.
Probably about 1,500.
1,500. So they are going up, aren't they, at this point? Cars are starting to get more expensive.
Oh yeah.
In the space of like 20 years, they've gone from £15 to
Yeah.
way over 1,000. Okay, did you like the Triumph?
The cream one was brilliant, but
Yeah.
the red one,
Yeah.
I had trouble with you couldn't get gears properly.
Ah,
After a time, it was all right for the first 6 months,
yeah.
and I couldn't get my gears. I thought, oh, it's got a bit of clutch.
Yeah.
So I took the gearbox out and put a new clutch in it. It
Yeah.
was no different.
Newcastle 2, West Ham 2.
Anyway, I don't know what I was doing, but I picked the back seat up and there was a big hole in the
What, the floor?
floor.
Really?
Yeah, under the back seat. Anyway, I put something over it and bodged it up.
Yeah,
I sold it.
yeah.
The bloke from Ilkeston come and bought it, and he was ever so pleased with it.
Yeah,
Anyway, when he got it home, he rung up
yeah.
and said, I can't get the gears properly. I said, well, I pretended I didn't know. You know. And anyway, he took it in and had it done.
Yeah,
And it didn't cost a lot, so I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
I'd pay him back. I'd pay for it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I did. And I did see it again in Ena.
Yeah, yeah.
So he must have been satisfied. They must have found out what was wrong with it.
Yeah, yeah. Very noble of you to pay for that, Grandad.
And I did know a bloke who had the Triumph Spitfire,
Yeah,
and he'd had nothing but clutch trouble with it.
yeah.
And somebody stole it off his drive, and he was glad to get rid of it.
Yeah, I can
And get the
imagine.
insurance for it.
Oh, good looking things though, they are, aren't they? The
The
Spitfire.
Spitfire, yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, really nice looking.
I tell you where there was one
Yeah.
in that film you was on about, that programme you was on about the other night with
Looking at you.
I can't think what it's called. Anyway, there was one in that, and I might think about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, at the day, it was beautiful, you know, and it was the car next to the Jaguar.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, going back to what we was talking about,
Yeah.
after that,
You got about £10,000 for a Spitfire now.
oh yeah, yeah.
If you wanna
I
buy
know,
one.
Yeah,
In good condition anyway.
yeah.
Right, so we're on off the red Triumph 250
Yeah.
onto
Let's see it now.
Was it that one that caught fire?
I think we had that
Who was?
Ford,
I believe you.
Granada Ghia.
Granada. Okay, let's have a look. What colour?
Black. Yeah, that's right, we did. Because Mandy was learning to drive in that Triumph.
Was she?
Yeah.
That's my mum for record. Ford Granada, black.
And that was top of the Ford range.
Yeah,
Absolutely at the top.
yeah. Look a bit nice, they do. Oh, there you go, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
It's gone a bit modern again,
And that
that
had
is.
got alley wheels on and
Yeah.
all, everything on it.
Lol.
Everything on it, but nothing worked.
What was that one when we were going to Mablethorpe to the caravan? And Gary was sitting on the back seat and all of a sudden he felt his bottom a bit hot.
Oh, that was a Triumph.
Was that one of the 250s?
The what?
Was that one of the 250s?
Oh no, that was, sorry, before that.
Before the Ford
Had
Granada.
an Audi.
Ooh.
And Gary was sitting on the back seat when we were going to the caravan
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he got quite warm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was,
the batteries was under the back seat.
Yeah.
And because we'd been pressing down,
Yeah.
It-
Heating him up.
it caught bloody fire on the.
What? Go on. What did you do with it?
Well, I put the fire out. I put something over the battery.
car
and we
did stop.
carried on.
A car did stop, didn't it, to offer?
Pardon?
A car stopped to offer help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you put some wood under it, didn't you? Oh, I don't know why.
Thinking about it, maybe that wasn't the best idea.
It wasn't very clever, was it? It wasn't very clever, was it?
No,
No.
resistant. What?
Yeah.
What Audi was that?
It was a 2-door. Of course, it was front wheel drive. They was.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
had it. It was when they, the first.
Oh,
well,
all
it
the
wasn't the first
Yeah, yeah.
2-wheel drive. But because the mini it had was a front wheel drive.
Yeah, yeah.
Used to float about in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the weight
Not
was
much
on
weight.
the front.
Yeah. What year was the Audi? Can you remember? What we went? 70s now?
Ooh, no, I think it was more in the 80s, was it?
Just an oh no, Audi Coupe.
Probably, yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's still like a saloon.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I was thinking a hatchback.
No. Oh, no.
Oh, the Audi 80.
I think we only ever.
Oh, no,
I
that's a
think
bit-
it was.
Oh,
I think we
Yeah.
only ever had
Oh,
two
right
new
then.
cars, didn't we?
A what?
We only had two new ones, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's all we've ever had. We couldn't afford a new car.
yeah. Let me try this one then. So you got the Audi G2. Yeah, just the Audi Coupe it was called.
Yeah.
What colour was that?
Blue. Dark navy
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Nice they are. How long did you stick with the Germans for then, Grandad?
Oh, not long, because I threw it out.
Did you?
Yeah, it.
Yeah, the Granada, that was German. Not the Granada, the cream one. Merc.
Oh, you had a Merc as well?
A what?
Yeah, the
Merc.
Merc, didn't
Oh,
you?
well, that's not, we haven't come to that yet.
So you've gone Triumph, Audi that set a light, and then you've gone back to the Ford Granada gear, and then what came after that?
Well, we had that Granada gear, and your mum used to drive that about.
Yeah,
And I
Who
was
did?
coming down Nottingham Road in my lorry,
yeah,
and I saw this car. It was on the back of a AA van,
Yeah.
truck.
yeah.
I looked at it, I thought, that's my bloody car. And them two were sat in the
Oh, in the
AA.
We'd gone to Nottingham for the day,
They'd gone to
and
Nottingham.
we'd just parked under the car park,
Yeah.
and it bloody exploded.
Really?
What was it? The water tank, was it?
No, it was a little tiny pipe underneath for the power steering.
Right, okay. Just gone.
Because it emptied the power steering and there was no steering.
So we got out of the car park quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Unfortunately, Mum had got the.
And
Yeah, yeah. Recovery.
She
it
got
was,
the car.
I mean,
for
it was a
her.
beautiful car.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. But I put a flexible pipe on it and then it was okay,
Yeah.
But then we was going out, there was me, Gran, Mandy and your dad.
Yeah.
And we got them, we was going out for a meal. We was going to the Pheasant, wasn't
Yeah.
we? And just got into town and it just,
Yeah.
no power there.
Yeah, yeah. This is the Granada.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I managed to get it back home
Yeah.
and I went and inquired about why it was. It was because of fuel injection.
Right.
When the first
First one.
fuel injections come out.
Yeah.
And I went to TC Harrison's and they didn't know anything about it whatsoever.
Yeah, yeah.
So I went to Kay's at Mackworth and I saw the pump man there.
Mm.
And he says, well, I know a place in Nottingham. So he gave me the phone number. But phoned them up and they says, can you get it to us? So I borrowed a trailer,
Yeah.
put it on the trailer and took it there. and it was there. They had it 2 or 3 days,
Yeah.
and when it come out, and it was
Sorted.
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
It was £100 it cost to do it,
Yeah. That's nice.
and it says keep a check on your fuel filters, you know.
Yeah, yeah. That was the
It
issue.
says because that what does it stops the fuel going through to the injection pump. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Just gets
But ever since then, I've learnt something else.
Yeah.
There was I changed the filter soon it started going a bit, but there's a little tiny filter in the pipeline
Right.
that goes under the car and it spins,
Yeah.
and any muck it gets in, it fills it up, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Just
And
crazy
that's
about like-
but I've only found that out in the last few years,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, and 'cause I thought, bugger it, and it stood on the front, and there was rust marks going on the road, so how long it had stood there. And somebody said, do you want to sell it? I says, yeah.
I do.
And it cost me £3 when I bought it.
Yeah.
I sold it for £350.
Jesus. That was a bad one then.
Was a bad one, yeah. And then I had a Mercedes.
Yeah.
It was a 3 litre.
Do you know the model?
I'm not sure what a 380 is it?
380 in 19.
Pardon?
What year would that have been?
Ooh, I don't know, Josh. I ain't got a clue.
84? Throwing out there. When was Mum born?
Could be.
Mercedes? Do you remember?
No, he got followed home, didn't he?
No. Mum just told me to ask about this. Apparently,
Yeah.
she got followed home, and were you in the car as well?
Yeah. Gran and Mandy had been out to Nottingham at the end,
Yeah.
and they got followed home.
Yeah.
And Mandy kept looking through the mirror in his car and followed her right up to the house.
Yeah, that's what she said.
And he just says to her, didn't he? He says, is this your car?
No, that's me.
Yeah.
And she says, no, it's my dad's.
Yeah.
So he says, well, when will he be in? So he said, oh, when he comes home from work, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, he gave him a number and he rung me up. And he says, are you interested in selling it?
Yeah.
So I says, well, yeah, at the right price, like, you know.
Yeah.
He says, well, the book number, I says, just forget the book number, I'm not really interested in
Yeah.
your book number. So he says, well, how much do you want for it? Well, I paid I think it was about £325.
Yeah.
3,500.
Yeah.
And anyway, I got 4,000 out of him,
Nice.
which was good at
Yeah.
that time.
He really wanted it then.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
And he says, right, I'll come and fetch it.
Yeah.
And he did, and he paid me cash.
Yeah.
He was an Indian.
Yeah. Mum said
And
that.
apparently,
Yeah.
they were shipping them abroad.
Yeah.
He says, and they was getting anything they like for them
Yeah. Yeah.
in somewhere, the hot countries where the
Not in-
Arabs are.
Yeah. What, like Dubai or
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
like that?
Anyway, you know, they could get any price they wanted because
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
couldn't get them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we went,
Well, they could have been
On
selling if he was
board.
Indian. Well, I don't know if he'd be selling to Pakistan.
we went and bought another Mercedes from Nottingham.
Yeah.
And
What?
what did we get it out? 7,000 that was we paid for it.
Ooh, God. Can I just make clear to everyone, I wasn't aware that I have come from wealth until now. Now I'm aware I'm from a very rich family.
Now
Anyway.
cousin we found out since you haven't got it.
We run it for a long time,
Yeah.
that car. It was a really good car, yeah.
What was the first Mercedes? Was that like a coupe, two-door type thing?
No, it was 4-door.
So-
That big one. Yeah,
The one that he bought off you?
yeah.
Oh, bloody hell, they're monsters.
380 I think it was,
What colour?
or a 320.
Green.
Very pale green, wasn't it?
Cream.
Cream or green?
Cream.
Cream. Something like that.
Yeah, because they say, you know,
That's
they
a
all
small
say,
one.
oh, that's not very popular colour, you know.
Yeah. Let's have a look if I can get one big. God, they're massive.
Yeah,
That was it.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So what did you get after that then? When you sold that, you got another Mercedes.
Yeah, 220.
They still do that, you know.
Pardon?
That's still how they label their cars.
Yeah.
Like I could get a C220 today, for example. 220, right? You're really starting to look modern now, aren't you? With a 220,
Yeah.
something like that. What colour was this one actually?
Cream.
Another one. It's a bit unclear, but something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
That does got the indicators on, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's a nice car.
Yeah.
Unreal. No, I don't think I ever spent a penny on that.
Okay. You got the cream alloys with cream middle with the Mercedes badge on them as well.
Yeah, but there was only pushing ones. There wasn't alloy
Full.
wheels.
Right, okay. Okay. What year is that then? Mercedes? You must be getting on for mid-80s, really.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
85. What did you get after that then?
the Renault.
Right, because I remember Renaults, so we must be getting close.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
What Renault was it? A Renault 5? 25?
25.
Yes. So we
Yeah.
must be up to 94.
Pardon?
Wait, or did you have a few of them?
No,
You just had one?
yeah.
Because I got a lift in that, didn't I?
Yeah, he used to pick you from school.
Black one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it had that suspension that you could like lower up and down or
No,
something.
no.
No.
No,
Was that a later one?
no, that wasn't the Renault.
Oh.
That was the
Citroen, is it?
Citroen.
Might have been, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, that takes me back. The Renault was black, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Renault. Yeah. God, yeah, big old black back window, didn't it, the Renault 25? Let's have a look. Right, that's it it's facing away from you, pointing that way.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And then we had the Citroen,
What?
which I don't know what they called it.
What was it? Early 2000s, was that?
Pardon?
Was that early 2000s?
Yeah.
Early
It was a 96.
Oh yeah, I remember this one as well. Oh no, wait, a C6 or a 96? I've got one here that... Oh no, maybe it wasn't that one.
I don't know whether a 95 or a 96. 95 or a 96.
Is this the one that Andy had?
Pardon?
Is this the one that Andy had?
I remember.
Yeah.
Was it like a hatchback type thing?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
lifted the back up.
Yeah, yeah. ZX, 1996. Yeah, what colour?
Blue.
Blue, I think I know what you mean. Was it an estate or a hatchback?
No, it
Bit
just
smaller.
was.
Something like that. Again, it's not a very clear picture, but I'll try and make it bigger. There we go, like that.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Right, and then we're up to the modern age.
No, I was up to when I lost my sight.
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
That was it.
The last one.
Curtains, yeah.
Curtains. When was that then? What year was that up to? Because I remember being... You gave me a lot of lifts back in the day.
It's about 15 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
It must be 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah. Because I remember when I was about 16, 10 years ago now, when I was 16, I had a dream that me and you went out driving together. And I'd sat on the dashboard and we were in the Renault 25 and you were driving because I didn't know how to, but I was your eyes. And I was saying, go left, go right. And that was the Renault 25.
I used to say that. Last night I was watching a bit of Doc Martin.
Yeah.
And this old woman smashed into his auntie's car.
Yeah.
And she wasn't going to pay, and Doc Martin went round to see her, and her husband was sitting next to her.
Yeah.
And he says to her, "Can you see?" So she says no. And her husband says, "No, she drives and I do the looking for her."
That was exactly it. Right, so let me go back and I can tell you. You have had how many cars? If we've not missed any, you've had 16 cars over your lifetime.
Oh.
That's quite a few.
And 2 new, that's including 2 new ones.
2 new ones,
All
one
the
that's
others
set
have
on
been
fire.
All the others have been bangers.
Yeah, and bankrolled by mum and dad.
Well, that
Those 2 were.
Yeah,
Citroen
yeah,
was a nice car.
Yeah.
It was really nice. I
Yeah.
only had it about 6 months at the
Yeah.
outside. If that, I don't think I had it that long.
yeah,
I know it, the people who had it, it only had one owner from that,
yeah.
and they used to pull a caravan about, but it had only
Oh, bloody
done
hell.
70,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Brand new.
Yeah. I remember I watched a Top Gear back in the day and they had a Citroen. You know when they do the Grand National with the horses?
Yeah.
They had a Citroen with the camera on the back of them because they had a special kind of air suspension.
It was the first diesel I'd ever had. That.
Oh really? I think it was petrol before that. I've said to Dad, Grandad, after I've done this with you, I'm going to do his and go, what happened to that car, Dad? And he'll be like, right off. What happened to that car, Dad? Right
We
off.
did 2 in one day.
2 in one day. So when we do it with my dad, it'll be probably a bit more flamboyant.
Just the bridge at the end of Slack Lane, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That bridge he did them both. Did he own both there?
he had one in that.
Came home from the Navy to meet Mandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he'd already had one in that. Down. Ooh,
Yeah,
down.
he had 2 in one day.
It was right down south somewhere, because I went and fetched it, and we called in at his mum's and had a cup of tea. I borrowed a trailer for that. And we got
in the
it put
car,
together
he
again.
Matt.
Got it, you know, it was drivable.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a horrible driver, your daddy.
It was a Ford. What did they call them? They was all bloody bonnet and a little
Yeah.
He owns the bloody road when he drives,
I'll have to
don't
find
he?
it.
cap. Yeah, and he
He
had
taught
2
me to drive.
smashes. He had
Huh?
Taught me to drive.
Oh well, do you do the same?
Nah, I'm a good driver.
one on New Toxteth Road over the bridge there, and then somewhere else in one day.
2 cars in one day. Right, it'll be
There's
next.
plenty of room, you see, we've been on a ship all the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nothing to crash into on the sea.
Left down round a bit.
Right, we'll leave it at that then. Thank you very much for that.
You're
That's been an
welcome.
education. In the edit, what I'm going to do is get all the pictures of the cars because I'm assuming that
So
a lot of people watching.
you are editing that.
I'm going to edit it, put the videos together, get a picture of each car that we've spoken about, and just go through the full history. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for that, Grandad.
You think you'll have some more?
So, my MD's brother has actually got a Zephyr 6, and I've said to my granddad, come down and have a look, because yeah, it's kind of like what we were talking about in the video. So yeah, nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want to see the engine?
Straight 6.